My eyes don't look at that screen anymore. Uh,
Well, important thing is you have it now. You can look at it at your leisure to catch up on the information. I think I sent you a copy for each one.
it's you sent it to my Gmail.
I sent you a Gmail account, I sent you your text messages, your actual phone number. I sent you all of your accounts, including your Dragon Psych 90 and Dragon Psych. You know, your primary and secondary accounts.
No, it's not. Okay.
Updating your contacts. My contact contacts for you. And in case you lost your messages, I sent you a copy of your own text messages. So, I think, you know, one other what if scenario to think about is that what if some of this paranormal element afflicted those people over there is somehow related or linked to the fallout with you and the whole apartment debacle, and then eventually all that bad stuff and your that was in you and all around you, eventually the lab. Then the question would be then 20 years of darkness doesn't just disappear overnight. Where did it all go? Into who?
Well, if we're going to, for whatever reason, connect that fallout with what's happening now, which the problem is there's a pretty big leap. But let's just say that you're right. for an example.
Mhm.
If you're right, about 20 some odd years of negative buildup, just poof, gone away. But to where and who? It would go everywhere. You know, much like an atomic bomb of darkness. And everyone would be affected.
Mhm.
You know, and that darkness would find people that are easily manipulated with their kind of presence, which could obviously mean Bashir and the other people
Mhm.
that are in this case. So, but it's just a theory. If we're gonna make that leap from that to this.
Well, I, I'm, I'm not sure how far-fetched the idea sounds, but I just have been thinking since Bashir, overall, he was there with us when we were struggling to help you free you and reclaim yourself. And by no means was that easy. Excuse me. By all means, that was very difficult. That was difficult, but we eventually succeeded, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we really made progress, and we finally did decide, actually did choose, actually seriously did choose to go back to life. Thank God for that. It was a lot quieter and better without all that negative noise. Metaphorically speaking. But I just thought that since it was our combined efforts and, the help of our allies and good old Jesus, uh, we did manage to pull that seemingly impossible feat off. Which, when I really think about it, to this day, I find it incredible and so amazing. I managed to survive the worst of it. They came close to mentally breaking me. But managed to get through. It sure didn't seem like the point really got driven home with you until you lost everything. Friends, job, apartment. Then the point we've been trying to drive home, the drill in your head to really get through to you. No matter how many times we swung the sword of truth at you, it was really thick brush. Then, after you lost everything, did you finally, you finally got it? you hit rock bottom. I was like, dang, it's about time. I could go on and on about where I felt your misgivings were toward me, but I didn't even think of all hard feelings. It was just, I just recall the damage was done. And I somehow listened to the only voice left in me that was still willing to give you a second chance, while everything else would yell, don't. And now here you are. To me, it's like I want to get some better judgment. And, well, like I said that day, when you did ask to restart friendship, I could never really trust you ever again. Okay, Wednesday. But that stuff's all in the past now. But it's important to look at from, I want to look at it from a different perspective, how that correlated to Bashir getting worse. Like, you got worse, he hung out with Harry more, Bashir got worse, and then your downfall and the fallout from that in the apartment and all that other stuff leaving you, it just seemed like that helped give rise to that stuff. I just thought that there was some correlation. That some of that, because it's not the first time Bashir has been under some dark influence or manipulated some way, in by either art, excuse me. No, he's not manipulated by Burks.
I don't
That's
recognize
amazing,
that. Overthrown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Is that it just seemed to me since Bashir was there on the sidelines most of it because he's over there in Carrollton. He warmed the bench, but I got to wondering while we were kind of at the time, like 2015, also 2015, it's like I won the contest. I passed the test. Character. Then you got your comeuppance that I've been waiting for. Where was Bashir in all this? He was warming the bench, so I started to wonder, did it get too warm? Like, did something start lighting fires under his butt? Because then he started getting mad a whole lot. He never really got over the apartment business. It took him months and Koenig's help just to get that point home to him. That really, it's not our fault. We did the best thing we had to.
It also doesn't sound like he actually did recover though.
He never,
He's bringing it up all the time still.
yeah, because he never actually forgives. He just makes grudges, but he doesn't do forgiveness. And that's a problem. Eventually, I did forgive Matt for many things I did, or he did to me that he was going to confirm. But Cher, all three of us know many things he denied he did, but we all knew he did it, and we were there when he did it. So, what happened to Cher? Saying, "Oh, I'm not the Mikey I used to be." I was like, "Well, no, duh. I went through a 3-year period of increasingly rude and ruder people. I got mistreated and abused psychologically at my job, psychologically, personally, financially, at my own job, and even emotionally. So, of course, I had to get hard. Of course, I'm not as nice as I used to be. I'm not as naive as I used to be necessarily either, but of course, I'm not going to be nice to you. Why should I? If I've been nothing but nice to him, best I could, for years, and he spends 2 years just being ruder and ruder. And then in the last 6 months, he's so rude that his idiot buddies crashed Kana's party and then had the gall to deny they even did it.
Yep.
I mean, I have in that case, I have a legitimate use of the word. I have a legitimate reason to say I'm offended because they trashed his party. I had to be the one to rescue it. Of course, I'm mad. He's my best friend, and on his birthday. So of course I'll be mad about it. But eventually I got over
Yep,
it.
not his best day.
So sure acts like a fool, and then it's so rude. He certainly isn't acting like a friend. He doesn't even have to really ditch me at some restaurant and walk off. Shit could just stay at home and not talk to me. But it's fine with that. If he's gonna be that rude to me, why should I hang on him? I mean, really. All the rude people I had deal with that lied to me, cheated, bullied me, abused their own abilities or authority just to screw with me. No. You rude to me when I'm nice to you, I don't want to be around people like that. I don't want to be around rude people. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm all ready to just give up on the share. It's the last college friend I had left from when I was in college. Avery went, I say, Ryan and Avery left first, then Nathan, and now Cheer. I've given him more than his fair share of chances, and quite frankly, I'm waiting for him to hit rock bottom. I don't care if he hits cock bottom. He can go suck a lemon juice bottle for all I care. But he's certainly no friend of mine when I've done everything I could. That's the methodology I probably do in a lot of things. Because after all is said and done, I've done everything I could to help somebody, and that still wasn't enough to help them. They're still just as bad. Leave. Give up. Just walk away. I can move on without you. Bashir is so stupid. He thinks I need him. He's like, no, you're saying what he's saying. He keeps projecting what he wants onto me, and trying to ask like he's asking for an echo to reverberate back what he says, what he wants me to say that I need him. But no, the truth is, he's really saying he needs me. But he neither behaves like that or says that he is. Instead, does everything he can to say, do, act, and behave like I'm his enemy instead of his friend. The only friend that really helped him. Harry didn't do jack squat, would give him more problems. Koenig was sometimes helpful, and I don't know why he just turned around and turned to a
Jock.
Yeah, jerk. Matthew Broom was a muscle-headed dummy to begin with, but at least he was overall nice. He was overall okay to be around sometimes. Then he became a huge jerk. And now they're just, or in Harry, this mystery guy, who seemed possessed every time he showed up. Now it seems like they all just orbit around Bashir, and Bashir is trapped around these negative people in negative situations and in a negative environment that he's just not getting out of. And even the healer said he's stuck like this. He's essentially stuck. What they described was a tug of war. Where at his feet, they got a smaller good angel trying to help him, but on his head, he has this huge dark angel that's really pulling hard on him. So he's from that concept at the time. It's like Bashir is not just a victim, but he's a tightrope in a tug of war. We've tried to help him, but I'm tired of it. I don't want to yank his chain no more, and I don't see the point. Perhaps I should just let him fall, and then he realized, and by some miracle or some hope, he actually really realizes that after he's lost everything, he realized how good he actually had it. He certainly wasn't grateful of the favors I've done to him. I hardly get a thank you anymore. And it's not like the good Bashir I used to know. There was good in him. But he's so manipulated by darkness, I can't get through to him. So I'm better off spending my time doing more productive things myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he and I, all we do is just poke each other on Facebook. That's pretty much it. And that's like maybe now once or twice a month. If that at all.
Yeah. That's not much of a friend.
Exactly. So
If you don't even hang out with him anymore.
I already know.
you know when even like right now, I'm trying to talk to him about this case that he fabricated up, and he isn't responding to my last message to him on Messenger. I said, I want to talk to you about the case. He hasn't responded to that yet. So I'm just like, you know, whatever. You know. I've sure. I haven't known him for as long as you might, but there are certain things that I pick up on people that I'm like, okay, this person I want to be friends with because of this. These reasons. So I don't become friends with them. And some people are like, okay, you know, let's be friends. I'll be friends with them. We'd be friends for a while, for like years. And then something happens, they go off to college, they have their own life, and that person and I never speak again. Like one of my oldest childhood friend who lived where I used to live before I moved to Louisville. He and I now no longer talk to each other. But yeah. There's one friend who may gain another. Then yet again, he may not. Lose a friend, you lose a friend.
Lose a bad friend to may gain some opportunities and freedom.
Exactly. So,
And that's what I see here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
with Bashir, yeah, with Nathan, him, I knew that he and I would never be friends. Even though he may just ask, we're friends? We're friends. Are we friends? I'll just be like, yes, sure. But we never were friends. You know, you ask me to try to describe how I do this, I can't. Not because I don't want to, it's just verbally, I cannot. There are no words to describe that I can use to describe how I do this. It's just how I do it.
You just don't know how to explain it.
Exactly. You could say, oh, it's good morals or good guiding compass, something. I'm like, no,
Just that
that's not it.
first impression and good intuition.
Yeah. How do I like to describe it? Me, I'm like, I just cannot literally, verbally describe it. But
I'm sure the vernacular is out there somewhere. You just don't know about it.
for sure, we had a good run at our friendship, but some friendships are only temporary. Like, you join up in a friendship for who knows how long. And then you just separate. And that's it. End of friendship. And something like this with us. The share goes one way, three of us keep going. Our friendship with him is now gone. As far as I see it.
And he destroyed it.
He is just one piece or key of why it ended. One little section of the map. Because I like to see it's like different maps to make up a much bigger map called life. Map of life. So, gotta figure out why he chose to end a relationship that could have blossomed into something that is priceless. Priceless. And he just destroyed it before it could actually blossom into something beautiful. Beyond description. Beyond tangible price. Why did he destroy it? To go with these demented, dark idiots that he is now tricked into believing are his one true friends. Or two true friends. We actually had three. Three good friends, two dark, non-true friends.
He wouldn't have stabilized psychologically without our help anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't doing anything.
But they were denying that was even a problem. Because they knew nothing about it. Shit wouldn't
And it
even
was
tell them.
us was saying, well, you need to go see a cop. You need to go see a psychologist.
Yeah. Plus, we at least opened his eyes to the paranormal element that does manipulate his mind.
And with us, we actually, at least temporarily, broke him from being manipulated by invisible strings with the help of Katie, of course. But still, we did that. Not them. Us. And he treated us for them. We know what I mean by them.
Yep.
Yeah. Those three idiots and the strings and tie all the strings and things that bind them.
The very entities I used to deal with on a daily basis for 20 some odd years. They claimed yet another pathetic song.
Now does my theory sound so far-fetched?
Once you involve the darkness, nothing is impossible.
You could say the same thing about Christ.
True, but to me, I'm okay. Yes, that's true. But no, hold on. What could they be up to?
The sovereign being that chose to show activity. This is the point where I have to ask myself, is it really worth trying to put in the effort? Is it worth the effort to one last time save the sheriff we can? Or at least bring him to his senses. Shake the sense there. Because Sheriff Darrington himself is not willing to wake up and change himself. I can't help him. I can't help someone that's not willing to help themselves. Or even get help. You're asking for help on a problem, but you don't want to do anything about it. It was pointless. I'm not gonna help you. You don't want to change what you gotta do in order to fix the problem. You know? And that's the same behavior and attitude I've seen with the sheriff. Say one thing, mean another. And one day, he was like, oh, blame me, blah, blah, blah. And it's been 3 hours here. Then realize, oh, okay, well, maybe you're right, Mikey. I'll give you that, Mikey. But that's besides the point, Mikey. You know, and then
You said your phone, like, yeah.
still sitting here, he'll go back and blaming me again, like, as soon as he goes home. Like, when he was here, after we talked to him for like 3 hours, set the record straight, and then he and then like would admit, close as he could, that he was wrong, that we were right, and then as soon as he goes home, he'll be calling up his buddies, and then the next time I talk to him, it's back to square one.
Every stinking time.
And he's told lies about me to them too. Especially told lies to Max and Broom about me, quote unquote, dragging him out of his house against his will and making him choose with his friend.
Forcing him to choose you.
Yeah, and I never did that. I simply kept him to his appointment. He made an appointment on that specific Wednesday to go see Neil, the healer, and he had done that 2 weeks in advance. I had to remind him every couple of days since then until the day finally came. And Koenig didn't call until that afternoon to hang out with Bashir. And I managed to get to Bashir's house first, and he complained